Good morning. It's time once again for Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions. It's with Sean Robertson, who joins us from Gateville Law Firm in Yorkville, online at gatevillelawfirm.com. Sean, again, thanks for your time joining us via the phone lines today. Sean's so busy, he's able to join us on the phone and still take care of all of his needs with the folks at Gateville Law and helping out our listeners with all the different things that they're dealing with as we hit some important topics week in and week out on this show. And it's information that folks probably don't spend a lot of time trying to get too much knowledge on, and that's where Sean comes in to help out. Today's topic, the sale of residential real estate when you have an estate issue, and it's another one of those complex ones. You try to navigate these legal waters. It's a challenging thing, so Sean's here to kind of break it down for us. Let's start out with just kind of understanding what estate issues there can be, Sean. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, what I mean by this, Mike, is a lot of with the mortgage rates being kind of higher than they used to be, a lot of the people that are selling properties now are older people that are selling property, or kids are helping sell their parents' home because they're going to either be moving into an assisted living center or moving in with the kids who generally are, in their 40s or early 50s or maybe even in their 60s. And then secondly, what I'm also talking about with an estate issue is, God forbid, a lot of parents have deceased, and now the children, didn't have a plan in place, and now they need to sell the home.
Well, we've got real estate issues, estate issues separate there too, I guess, but they can kind of blend together. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, what I hear, Mike, from the title companies is maybe 10 to 20% of the sale market right now in real estate around this area involves either somebody selling a home because they're moving into an assisted living center, a parent has died, or somebody has a power of attorney or an incapacity issue. So that's where these combination of real estate and estate issues might become complicated, because you got to know estate planning, you got to know real estate, but you also have to understand underwriting rules for title companies, because depending on what type of title company you go through, the rules are different.
And you mentioned title companies. That's a very important part of this whole thing.
Exactly. For real estate transactions involving estate issues, Mike, a lot of times the large reputable title companies like Fidelity National Title or Chicago Titles are a little bit more relaxed with these state rules or estate issues, but you got to understand underwriting guidelines, because this is the number one area of claims for title companies, and title companies are just like an insurance company where they don't like risk, and so that's where the seller's attorney comes in, is understanding how the title companies think and how to present the case in a manner that doesn't present risk to them.
Well, you got to hire the right real estate team too, right? You got to have someone that knows what they're doing and can make sure you're getting everything done the proper way.
Exactly. Like, for example, like we've been dealing with a couple issues lately where the matters are in probate court. The probate court attorneys weren't responsive. Maybe the probate court has been closed, and the rules are different when you have a probate case that has been closed, where a lot of times you have to have all the heirs signed. So a lot of times it's really important to work with a team that understands these rules, and these can be very complex situations where, like, let me give you an example real quick, Mike, where an obituary may say somebody is a kid, but in reality, they're not a kid. They're a family friend or somebody that was like a child to a parent. But those situations can make a real estate closing more challenging.
And experience is certainly important. Gateville Law with over 50 years of experience, but it's critical that you've got that experience in these situations.
Exactly. We try, Mike, and I think not only do we have the experience, but our team, we respond promptly to customer service. We handle real estate closings throughout the Chicagoland and around this, around Kendall County and DeKalb County, LaSalle County, Grundy. So we try to take care of our customers.
Well, selling residential real estate, when you do have estate issues, it involves some experts. It involves specialized knowledge. You got to have the right team. And the folks at Gateville Law Firm are just that. Make sure you reach out to them so that they can take care of all of your questions and make everything you do with estates, real estate, selling, all of these different things, a smooth process. Sean Robertson, our guest, GatevilleLawFirm.com. They're located in Yorkville. You can also call 630-780-1034 and join us each week at this time for Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions with Gateville Law Firm in Yorkville.